Hallo miteinander und willkommen zurück zu GreedFall mit tollen. Jetzt mit dir mal reden hier, nochmal.
Were you able to meet the Tierna Hak-Kadaktas?
Ja, so
Yes.
halb.
But to my grave disappointment, she fled before I could expose my arguments.
Yes, many strangers have tried to capture her many times. She must have decided you were one of them.
Super.
I must leave.
Na super. Tja, was nun? Bitte, warte mal, war ich? In dem Altar? Ich war doch in dem Altar, oder? Der wird aber noch weiter angeblendet. Okay, Moment. Dass wir das jetzt unbedingt machen müssten. Lager am Felsvorsprung, Lager an der Wurzeltür. Ne, hier. Was ist das hier? Ja. Mach das mal kurz hier. Naja, dann schätze ich, machen wir erstmal ein paar andere Quests. Das nützt ja nichts. Ja. Ich mach mal da mal die Sache und versuchen, Konstantin zu retten, indem wir diese weise eingeborenen Frau hier andingsen. Ja, hier ein verlorenes altes. Was zur Hölle? Ja, Fall entschärfen. Können wir das ja ganz gut. Dann beschert uns das gerade eine ganze Menge Fallen und so. Sehr schön. Schön. Nächster Punkt. So, was war das denn nochmal? Atombomben, ne? Ja, mächtige Bombe. Mächtige Bombe. Dann noch mächtigere Bombe und toxische Bombe. Sag ja. APC-Waffen haben wir dann. Ah. Okay. Ach, da war nochmal eine. Da ist nochmal eine, so entschärfen. Was für eine Verschwendung. Naja, egal. Bisschen Schaden, wir werden es überleben. So, jetzt gehen wir wieder hoch zum Lager hier. Ich glaube so rum. Ja, bleib ruhig liegen, Hirsch. Sind nicht auf der Jagd. Ist nicht Kingdom Come hier. Das ist überhaupt nicht die, wo ich gerade hingehe. Ich glaube, ich habe gerade den längeren Weg genommen. Na gut, was soll's. Dann laufen wir doch mal außen rum. Sind wir hier überhaupt richtig? Ja, ich erinnere mich. Ich erinnere mich, natürlich. Okay. Also das Lager lassen wir hier schön in Frieden. Ich meine, wir werden da irgendwann vorfinden werden. Ja. Also gut. Reisen. Also das machen wir nicht, das können wir nicht. Hier ist es um Hilfe. Tage nach der Forschung geht, so lassen wir wir gehen nochmal das mit den Eden-Gedöns, nach den Forschungen fragen. Bin ich mich gespannt, was dabei rausgekommen ist, ehrlich gesagt. Okay. So, Schwester Eugenia. Wo ist sie denn? Müssen wir dich fragen, müssen wir sie fragen? Wahrscheinlich müssen wir sie fragen, oder? Ja, Missionarsunterkunft. Schlief die Gute etwa? Was haben eure Forschungen ergeben?
Oh, there you are, Your Excellency. The enlightened has heard my prayers.
What's going on? Where are the others?
After deciphering the content of the tablets, they went north to continue their research in some swamps. But they must have encountered problems. Brother Fidelis came back here, and he was in a dreadful state. He most likely came to seek help, but he fainted. It's impossible for us to know what happened to them.
I'm not a doctor, but I may be able to examine him.
Oh, please do. Any help would be appreciated. We've done our best, but our magic has proved inefficient. And the healer we sent for will certainly arrive too late from San Mateus.
Okay, dann flüssen wir ihm doch mal einen Haltdank zu hier. Ne?
This man is burning up with fever and he bears several bite marks and traces of blows.
The flesh is black and blue around the bites. He was bitten by a venomous creature. What he needs is an antidote.
Have you tried giving him any anti-poison?
Of course, but to no avail. And what if it were a hex cast by the heretics?
No matter what happens, you always suspect them.
Why, of course. These savages are always to blame. The man was in the swamp. There are some rare animals there, and their venom is terrible. A healer from the area will know the antidote.
We could ask Lair. He will direct us to someone who understands remedies.
Okay, dann fragen wir mal bei Lair nach. Das ist ja der Häuptling hier, ne? Genau, auf der anderen Seite. Okay. Uns ein bisschen unterschieden. Naja, theoretisch. Ja. Sind ja nur 24 Stunden weg, seit wir das letzte Mal hier waren. Also, ja. Hallo, Lea. Der Mann schläft auch nie. So crazy.
Onol Manawi, you've come back to see old Lair. I heard that you managed to retrieve the tablets.
Did Vindwal tell you?
Yes, and divorced tyrant. My heart bleeds at the news of our brother's death. I was hoping that peace with the Renaigse was possible. I'm starting to think it is an illusion. Well, we will see what the winds bring us.
Okay. Fragen, ob er einen Heiler für Fidelis kennt.
I need your advice. You may already know that one of the researchers came back wounded from the expedition.
I heard about it.
He has all the symptoms of a poisoning, but the anti-poisons we gave him had no effect. He must have been bitten by a creature of the swamp, and we're looking for a healer who would know of a suitable antidote.
So, you came to see me. Interesting. Our neighbors did not think for one moment that we could be helpful. Alas, our Donegat is one of the exiles. But Vindwal knows plants well. She will know.
Thank you. I will go see her.
Die wird uns
I hope
bestimmt
she
helfen,
agrees to
ja?
help us.
Sie bestimmt
I
machen.
have to go.
Like so many others.
Nachdem wir nicht charismatisch genug waren, sie zu überzeugen, sie so zu überzeugen, wird sie uns bestimmt helfen. Oh Mann. Ja gut, was soll ich machen? Wir haben jetzt gesehen, ne, wir können unser Charisma zum Beispiel die Klamotten nicht verbessern, also, ja. Bleibt das eine bittere Geschichte für uns. Hi.
Here you are again. What do you want?
All den Typ.
I have come to ask for your help. Lair told me you know about remedies.
I do know a few of them. I have learned about plants. I used to want to become a Donegat.
One of the researchers came back wounded from the expedition. Apparently he was bitten by a creature of the swamp.
And now he has the Llewellyn fever. We have a good knowledge about this affliction. He will die if he does not receive proper treatment.
Do you know which antidote should be given to him?
My son died because of these people. They neglect us and treat us like children. Why should I give you my knowledge to save one of them?
I'm sorry about what happened to Bran. and about the priest's behavior towards you. But are you really prepared to let a man die when you could save him? To perpetuate the cycle of vengeance?
No, no. You're right. I will explain to you how to create the antidote.
Thank you, Vindwal.
Okay. Und nach Hilfe stelle ein Gegengift her. Als Gegengift. Okay. Dann gehen wir mal zum Edenlager. Hätte ich gesagt. Das sollten wir ja hoffentlich hinbekommen. Ich glaube, dass Wissenschaft 3 braucht. Das wir ja haben, ist kein Problem. So. Windwalds Antidote, Wissenschaft Level 1. Okay. Fertigen. Cool. Dann halten wir mal dafür, die kann er erzählen, was da eigentlich passiert ist. Und von Schlangen angegriffen. Riesigen Schlangen. Nein. Nein. Vielleicht ist er wieder so ein Sumpfviech hochgekommen. Das würde ja passen. So. Ich kann ihn heilen.
Where am I?
You are in Eden. You're safe.
Was I unconscious for a long time? The other members of the expedition, they are in danger. The swamp is so hostile. We weren't prepared for it. Some of our people have disappeared.
What caused these wounds?
A nightmarish creature. The swamp is full of them. A colleague and I had left to fetch some help when we were attacked. I managed to run away, but I don't know what happened to him. As for those who are at the camp, you must go help them.
Show me the location of your colleagues on the map. I will join them.
There. Please, hurry.
Thank you. You should rest now.
Okay. Finde das Lager der Theologen. Ist das hier? Nein. Das ist es nicht. Okay. Und dann ist ja prächtig. Dann können wir direkt zum Reisepunkt. Mal schauen, wohin uns das führt. Vielleicht ja irgendwo, wo wir sowieso hin müssen. Wäre ja gar nicht so ungeschickt. Überprüfen wir noch schnell an der Werkbank, wie viel Munition wir noch haben, ob wir noch was herstellen wollen. So. Munition. Na komm, mach mal hier. Wird 12 im Besitz. Hört sich gut an. Okay, reisen. Das Lager der Theologen da oben in Vedvilve. Na, schauen wir mal. Das haben wir ja, glaube ich, auch schon vollständig erkundet eigentlich. So, wohin müssen wir denn? Ach, okay, alles klar. Oder auch nicht? Da ist jetzt etwa was offen, was vorher nicht offen war.
I do not remember there being a path in this place the last time we came.
Look, this is a passage that was forced upon nature by men. The beasts must have become restless. They do not appreciate it when their living space is disturbed.
Ja, haben sich hier wahrscheinlich reingesprengt, die Jungs. Naja, oder durch ihre Magie halt. Was bei denen hier vielleicht etwas logischer ist bei den Missionaren. So, und wieder einmal in einem Sumpf. Also das ist immer so lustig, wenn das durch alle Let's Plays durch ist. Ja, Sumpf, 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 Sumpf. Sehr gut.
All I did was bring...
Was passiert hier?
Hey, what's happening here? I could hear you from miles away.
Your Excellency, I'm so happy to see you. You arrive right on time to settle this matter.
How did you manage to find us in the middle of this swamp?
Brother Fidelis managed to reach Eden. He's the one who told us where your camp was.
But he didn't leave alone. What happened to Father Orbricus, who was accompanying him?
He must be dead, like our other companions. This is all your fault. This is yet more proof that you are not fit to lead such a team. I should be the one in charge.
Maybe you should calm down and explain to me what's happening here.
This expedition was undertaken with no concern for common sense. We are not equipped to explore this type of place. Our people are disappearing, and all we have found are some falsified writings.
Brother Virgil is terrified, which probably explains why he is being so disingenuous. We have made incredible discoveries, and we could find more.
You are beyond redemption. I won't waste another second talking to you. If you want to talk to me, Your Excellency, it will have to be without her.
How charming.
Was ist denn hier los, ey? Oh. Also, was passiert hier eigentlich? Okay. Ja. Jetzt. So.
Your Excellency, I hope you will forgive us for that scene. My relations with Virgil have always been difficult, but ever since we arrived here, it has been unbearable. I'm afraid we may need an arbiter.
Before anything else, I need to know what led to this situation between you.
What would you like to know?
Was sind die Gründe für den Streit?
For what reason were you quarreling?
The expedition itself, I'm afraid. Virgil was always against it, especially under my supervision. For him, our discoveries in Eden were sufficient. They confirmed what he wanted. The rest did not matter. According to him, we should never have continued. And when we found new tablets, it became even worse.
Were they also written by Saint Matthias?
Without a doubt. The handwriting is the same. There are also some patterns, some islander symbols. It's fascinating. But what really angers Virgil is the content we managed to decipher. Our founder explains that he learned a lot from the islanders, something our brother cannot accept. He now persists in saying that these tablets are fake, forged by the natives themselves.
Oh Mann, ey. Was das steht auf Fremdschämen hier? Fragen wir nach den fehlenden Mitgliedern der Expedition.
Brother Fidelis told me that several members of the expedition have disappeared.
Yes, that's why he left along with Father Orbricus to fetch some help. 3 more of our colleagues are missing. And I'm not even talking about the ones who fell ill. I must admit that I underestimated the hardships we would encounter. I made a mistake. I should have prepared this expedition more thoroughly. But Virgil's being disingenuous does not help.
And no one has searched for those who are missing.
I wanted us to search for them, but someone later convinced me that it presented too much of a risk. Along with lack of preparation, our constantly decreasing number, and creatures swarming the area.
And by someone, I suppose you mean Brother Virgil.
Indeed.
I'm thankful for these pieces of information, but you understand that I will also have to talk to Brother Virgil.
Of course, that's understandable. You must hear us both before you can make a decision.
Ja, gut, dann reden wir mal mit dem kleinen, bigotten Virgil da oben. Der es nicht wahrhaben möchte, dass seine Religion anders ist, als er gedacht hat. Hallo.
Brother Virgil.
What do you want?
Hat den Grund für den Streit fragen.
Can you explain to me what caused such a quarrel?
The reason for it is very simple. It is Eugenia's folly. This woman should never have been the supervisor of our team. The discoveries made in Eden were sufficient, but no. She didn't want to stop the research. She organized this expedition in a hurry, without taking elementary precautions, and now she's accepting as facts the delirious writings we discovered on these tablets, without doubting them for even 1 second.
What do you mean?
We found some new tablets, allegedly written by Saint Matthias, but their content is so absurd that they were obviously forged. I am certain that the natives must have found these stones before us and modified their content.
How would they have done that? The natives cannot write.
They must have been helped by an unscrupulous settler. How would I know?
Na, sehr schlüssige Theorie, ja, ja.
Brother Fidelis told me that some of your colleagues went missing. Do you know anything about this?
They did not go missing. They were killed. It was the wild beasts, the diseases, and let's not forget the savages. We can feel their presence, roaming around the camp at night. I am certain that they are responsible for the death of our colleagues.
That's strange. There aren't many villages around here.
There aren't any. There are a few hermits, but they are not fighters. And they have better things to do than roam around their camp at night.
We have been in this region before, and the only native we met was a little insane but would have been incapable of killing several priests.
Those savages may very well have been following us since our departure. We will not be safe on this island until it is entirely converted.
I see. So, you haven't tried to find your colleagues?
So we can die as well. I am not as crazy as Sister Eugenia.
I cannot take sides in your quarrel for now. And, in any case, it is not what matters the most. Even if you think they are dead, we have to try finding your colleagues.
Well, if you are prepared to take such a risk, I can only commend you for your bravery and wish you luck. But I would not get my hopes up. You should start by searching the excavation site. To get there, take the path south of here. But be careful. The creatures that roam the area are ruthless.
In Ordnung. Ja, dann schauen wir uns dort mal um. Ja, vor Creatures haben wir ja jetzt nicht so die Angst. Kennen wir uns mittlerweile gut aus. Ist das überhaupt richtig rum? Ja, hier so und dann so rum, denke ich. Einmal im Kreis das Ganze... Oder auch nicht, weil wir da nicht hochkommen. Entschuldigung. Ja, dann eben so rum. Hier hoch. Ausgrabungsstätte. Neues Lager entdeckt. Sehr gut. 2 von 3. So, der Konsignor wird stolz auf uns sein. Da unten ist irgendwas. Cool. Ein Skelett von irgendwas Großem. Wissenschaft Level 2, cool.
This man's death was no accident, nor was it linked to any predator attack. It was caused by a violent strike to the back of the skull with a mace. And it didn't take place here. The marks surrounding the body show that it was moved, most likely to make it seem like he fell to his death.
Ah ja.
This man's skull is sunken, but he doesn't look like he was in a fight. Could he have fallen?
If that were the case, there would be other marks of impact on his body. No. He was struck with an object to the back of the head. Given the shape of the wound, it was inflicted with a metal mace.
Okay.
This man's death was no accident, nor was it linked to any predator attack. It was caused by a violent strike to the back of the skull with a mace. And it didn't take place here. The marks surrounding the body show that it was moved, most likely to make it seem like he fell to his death.
Ja, das heißt, dass wir noch weitere Antworten werden suchen müssen. Wie der lebt noch. Alter. Wie er mich will. Ja, das sind ja schon ein paar der etwas härteren Viecher hier. Muss man schon zugeben. So, okay. Da unten sieht es ja schon wieder sehr interessant aus. Ja, wie seht ihr mich denn mit dem Hinterkopf, hä? Okay, gut. Ganz gleich. Jawohl, sehr gut. Gut. Viel XP natürlich hier. Und durchaus interessante Kämpfe. Das macht doch Freude. Ist doch ein bisschen was anderes als so ein reines rundenbasiertes Pseudo-Kampfsystem. Also, was halt rundenbasiert ist, aber eigentlich in Echtzeit abläuft. Ihr wisst schon, was ich meine. So. Untersuchen.
This poor soul was almost entirely devoured. He must have been killed by swamp animals.
Indeed, he was devoured. But he was already dead. There is a mark here, on the bones, that could only have resulted from the strike of a cutting weapon.
You're right. He was stabbed before being fed to the animals. But anyone could have used such a blade.
The body of this man was devoured by beasts, but it happened after he had died. One of the wounds is clearly a knife wound. But alas, it's impossible to know who was wielding it.
Okay. So, dann zum letzten Ort. Irgendjemand scheint hier sein Unwesen zu treiben, definitiv. Ja, schön aufpassen, ne, mit dem. Komm schon. Einer und der zweite jetzt. Au. Oh, das war knapp. Der wollte gerade mit seinem Schwanz wieder ausholen. So.
These fang marks are impressive. The poor man didn't have a chance. He must have been attacked by a large reptile. Most likely a Lowolan.
Hold on. Do you see these iridescent marks on his skin? They look like the marks that the priest's spells leave on their victims. I've seen them many times before.
But what was he doing alone so far from camp? It seems obvious now that these disappearances were orchestrated.
The deaths of these people were a deception. Only the Renaigse are deceitful enough to do such a thing. They kill each other and accuse my people. This virgin, he wants to push aside this woman at all cost. He must be the culprit.
Indeed. I think that we should go find this brother and ask for an explanation.
Zachuanson. So, Virgilius. Bruder Virgilius. Es wird Zeit, sich zu dir zu stellen. So, deswegen ist übrigens dieser Weg hier, dass man hier nicht ganz drum laufen muss. Oder? Ah. So. Oh, eine Kiste. Er hat ja keine Items, nur anderes Gedöns. Und nochmal runter, zack. Okay, Bruder Virgil. Ordo Luminus, huh?
Brother Virgil.
Your Excellency, weren't you supposed to be looking for our colleagues?
Indeed. I regret to say that they are indeed all dead.
I knew it. What a waste. Eugenia and her recklessness are to blame for this.
I'm afraid someone else is responsible for this. These deaths are not accidental, and yet they were disguised as such.
The savages? Their thirst for blood is unquenchable. I knew we should never have come without an escort.
Watch your tongue, priest. Our people have no need to hide when they protect their land. Only the Renaigze are deceitful enough to disguise a death.
Who else could it be?
Someone who desperately wanted this expedition to fail. Does that remind you of anyone?
Fine. You unmasked me. But know that my cause is righteous. The Ordo Luminis sent me to keep an eye on this expedition, to ensure that the discoveries we made would not jeopardize our nation or our presence on this island. But the inscriptions on the tablets are a heresy, a dangerous manipulation. Can you imagine what would happen if it was said that our founder listened to the teachings of the natives? But even then, foolish Eugenia accepted these discoveries as truth, without any hesitation, without realizing that our entire nation could suffer because of it. So yes, I wanted to scare her.
I understand that you might want to protect your nation, but to go as far as assassinating several of your colleagues?
Come now. What would you do if someone were threatening the congregation? You cannot make me believe that you would not be willing to kill. You may have already done so. But since you want to avoid using violence, help me convince Eugenia to go back to Eden. My colleagues and I know how to sort through these discoveries. And you will be rewarded, of course.
This Renaigze tried to blame my people for these crimes. The priests would have wanted to punish them, and innocent people would have died. He must answer for his treachery.
Allen offenbaren, was passiert ist, das Gold annehmen und so zerschlagen. Wenn allen offenbaren, was passiert ist.
It seems to me that all members of this expedition are concerned. They should decide on what to do next.
So. Dann schauen wir mal, was hierbei rauskommt. In der nächsten Folge. Bis dahin macht's gut. Ciao, ciao. Euer Tollen. Und vielen Dank fürs Zuschauen.